Part 2. Azure Moon. Garland Moon.
La
The Golden Deer's Plea.
Du cerf d'or. Oh!
The Kingdom Army has reclaimed the Kingdom capital and plans to immediately begin restoring the country and its
Un
forces.
appel à l'aide. On va
But an
aider
unexpected
Claude.
request arrives from Claude, leader of the Leicester Alliance. Dimitri promptly responds to the request for aid, and he rushes to prepare the Kingdom's forces.
Bien! On va être pote avec Claude. C'est carré. Que se passe-t-il?
We have received a request for aid from the Alliance. They are being invaded by the Empire.
Ah!
We have only just taken back Ferdiad, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. Please accept my apologies for that.
Okay.
That's no problem at all. More importantly, how is the Alliance faring?
House Regan has rallied the Alliance lords. They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. But we do not know how far that will get them. It seems the enemy's relentless attacks have forced them into a tough situation. Their defeated Gronder severely weakened the Alliance. I imagine the Empire now intends to destroy them before they can recover.
To think they'd watch us chase their soldiers out of the Kingdom capital, then immediately go invade the Alliance. Their general is Lord Volkard von Arundel. He serves as regent to the Emperor. He has presumably taken command after the Emperor was wounded in Gronder.
He is known for his shrewdness and excels not only in domestic affairs, but tactics as well. He is not an opponent we should take lightly.
Grondeur.
Lord Arundel. I always suspected that Lord Arundel was behind the tragedy 9 years ago. The timing of his departure from the kingdom, the fact that he abruptly stopped making donations, too many factors made him suspect. If Lord Arundel conspired with Cornelia, then what Kronya and the others said 5 years ago?
Je lis des trucs. Moi, je me
Well,
rappelle plus. Hein.
never mind that for now. The Alliance needs our help. What are your thoughts?
If we turn our back on the Alliance and then Deirdre falls, it will undoubtedly make our situation difficult further down the road. We would have enemies in two directions, in the Alliance to the northeast
C'est là où il y a
and
eu
in
la
the
bataille.
Empire to the south.
That is true. In that scenario, we would not be able to safely march our soldiers to Enbar.
I am terribly worried about Lady Rhea, but I believe we must save the Alliance first.
Je suis mort.
Oh, maybe if we do this, the Alliance will help us out in return. We could ask them to help us attack the Empire. You know, a sneak attack or something.
Annie, when did you become so devious?
What would your mother think?
What? It wasn't that devious.
What do you think, Professor?
Je l'aime bien. Bah... moi j'écoute le roi.
We must go to Deirdre. I will admit that there is something to be gained for us as well, for when we eventually march south.
Ouais, on
Far
marche
more
vers le sud.
importantly, they need us. We cannot turn our backs on them. We will arrange to head out at once. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
Your Highness, thank you for everything.
This is sudden. Why so formal? You are not about to tell me you intend to leave the army, are you?
Oh no, it's not that. I just had the chance to return to the capital on military business. It had really been a long time. Life's pretty hard there right now, but its old vitality seems to be returning bit by bit. If it wasn't for you, I'm sure things wouldn't be looking so promising. So,
Come now, no need to exaggerate. Do not forget that I abandoned them and fled once as well.
you had no choice. If you had remained in the capital, you would have been killed. If you keep thinking so dark and gloomy, you're gonna end up looking just like Father.
Annette, you probably do not realize, but over those 5 years, I took many, many lives. I slaughtered generals and officials alike with brutality you would scarcely think a human was capable of. And as I have intensified my fight with the Empire, how many people have fallen in the capital? My hands are already dripping with blood. I cannot be forgiven.
You really are a lot more like Father than I am. Before Father left us, he used to say similar things. I don't want you to end up like him. So, I've been thinking, when this war is over, I was wondering whether I could help you with your work. Of course, I don't know how much I'd be able to support a king.
What are you saying?
If I leave you to your own devices, you'll forget how to laugh. We can't have that. You won't
Ouais.
be able to do what you have to do with such
On
a
va pas trop
miserable
loin,
look on
hein.
your face. So, if you'll have me,
Ça, elle va pas
I'd
aller
like to
trop
stay
loin.
by
Ouais,
your
il y a du monde qui
side.
arrive.
if you're sad or suffering, I'll just starve you until you muster a smile.
Ok, ça va.
Starve me?
Hey, you weren't supposed to laugh at that part. I thought a lot about this.
Sorry, I could not help myself. Certainly with you around, I will not have any cause to frown. By all means, join me, Annette. And never lose that sweet smile of yours.
Yes, I promise.
Alors, en fait, votre Altesse, c'est pas I promise. C'est je vous promets. Bref, c'est pas grave.
Thank you. You may leave now.
Qu'est-ce qui t'a arrêté? C'est vrai que j'ai zéro souvenir. Eh ben, on va voir ça. Que vous a-t-on annoncé? On pose des questions.
Not really. There's just a problem I must now clean up. Do you know of Arian Road? It is a fortress that also goes by the name of the Silver Maiden.
Oh. Est-ce qu'il est maidenless?
Is that so? Arian Road is a fortress city, lauded as the strongest in the kingdom. The land around Arian Road was once entrusted to Count Rowe. When he turned to the Empire, the Silver Maiden went with him.
D'accord.
Now, one after another, the lords of each region are leaving the Empire at the call of the Eastern Lords.
Ah
I
ouais.
am sure the Empire has no plans to relinquish the fortress
Et
city,
pourquoi il retourne pas au
given
royaume?
its strategic position on the front lines of their war with the kingdom. Unless we can take back Arian Road, the kingdom will continually be attacked at its weakest points. I was thinking that we need to deal with it soon, and that we need to investigate the status of the enemy's force, but I'm afraid so. We confirmed that troops departed the Imperial capital, headed for Arian Road. If they are followed by a second and third batch of reinforcements, then the difficulty of taking back Arian Road will increase exponentially.
Ok.
But that does not mean we are entirely without recourse. I am just at a loss as to when the soldiers will arrive.
Bah
Right
go.
away.
Allons-y.
You never cease to amaze. Your answers always bring me joy.
Ah, par contre, on va faire de la
Okay,
bagarre et de la
let's gather
bagarre
everyone immediately. We'll begin the war council for the departing troops.
bien vénère. Level 42 les bails là. Vaincre le boss.
It seems we are just in time. Any later and Arian Road may have been lost. Her Majesty was right to send me here.
Hubert. So, you have come here in command of extra troops from the Imperial capital. I had hoped to take the fort while it was poorly defended, but now, well, there is nothing to be done. We must defeat him, and then take Arian Road.
48. Bah dans tous les cas, oui. Et silence, pas silence. Bon, on va dire que t'auras essayé Hubert. Mais bon, je t'ai envoyé le chien aussi. Dehors.
That's as far as I go. I'll withdraw for now.
Dehors. Fais Dimitri. Ouais, Gilbert.
If Hubert is gone, then I see no reason to remain. Time to go.
I've never been one to fight to the death. I'll make a graceful exit while I still can.
The Empire troops are withdrawing. This is it.
Je les ai laissés en
Failed
vie,
to get
mais
Hubert, but at least we have recaptured Arian.
je sais pas.
Let's clean up the wreckage and return to Garrick Mach. Well done,
Je
everyone.
les ai laissés en vie, mais je suis pas sûr. Je sais pas. Je sais pas si c'était une bonne idée. Ils avaient l'air quand même vachement bâtards.
Oh, it's you.
C'est moi. Je n'ai... Oui. Là. J'ai enfin réussi.
I think all of this work is just catching up with me. Just pretend that yacht never happened. By the way, I wanted to thank you for your help with the Aryan Road campaign the other day. You were exceptional. Your leadership was key in taking back Aryan Road safely. Indeed, everyone gave their all for victory. I am always being saved by those around me, it seems. It seems that after taking back Aryan Road, many things are changing within the kingdom. Specifically, the lesser lords of the lands surrounding Aryan Road have pledged vassalage to the kingdom. The knights they possess may now be added to the kingdom's army. And if that happens, I would like to leave them in your capable hands. Also, my apologies. Here I am, simply throwing one report after another at you.
C'est un peu ton boulot, non?
Perhaps. It is certainly true that I have been stuck in my quarters lately, dealing with more official business and other such tasks than ever before. But that is something I have been putting off for far too long. Though it is exhausting, filling in the blanks of 5 years and several months must be done. I am going to tackle them all, one at a time. That is one small part of my atonement. So, Professor, I have been doing all of the talking, but I assume you came here for a reason.
Vous forcer à rejoindre les célébrations.
Steal me away? That seems rather unnecessary. A victory celebration, you say? You know, this reminds me of that time I dragged you to the dining hall. Do you recall?
Oui.
If memory serves, that was after the mock battle between the houses. It was a wonderful time. We had just finished our mission, and we were invited to join in the celebration. You know, every once in a while, I do long to be part of the group as well. But do you think that it is really acceptable for someone like me to quietly join in the merriment?
Oui, avec ton petit cache-œil.
You really think so? Well, if you insist. Thank you, Professor. Now then, let's go. Together.
Ah,
Voyons.
hello. Dedu, yes?
Dedu?
Finished praying?
I am, yes. You have grown much since I saw you last. You're a man now.
You barely know me.
True. I suppose we did only meet a handful of times.
As haggard as you look now, you were even worse when I last saw you in the capital.
Haggard, eh? True enough.
Still weighed down by the same regret, I see.
I was unable to protect the king. That is the ultimate failure. One I must atone for.
If you have the spare time to beg forgiveness, then pick up a lance and train.
That would do nothing to atone for the dead.
Your prayers are mere self-indulgence.
You do not understand.
No, I do not. Fargus needed you. His Highness needed you.
There was no other choice but for me to leave. What would you have done if you were in my place? If His Highness had died due to your failures?
If he commanded me to live, then I would live. Otherwise, I would die with him. I have nothing left to lose other than His Highness. Home, family, all but that man I have already lost. You were a knight in service to the king for decades. Not only did you excel in bravery, wisdom, and tactics, but in matters of character, you were an ideal knight, utterly above reproach. That is what His Highness has always said. I have only come this far by modeling my conduct after his stories of you. But now...
Forget those words spoken by His Highness. I am no different a man than I was before, beaten down by sin, alone and weak. I am lost and irredeemable.
Chouette. Ah, c'est un bon support, ça. Ah, c'est sympa. Ah. Mercedes.
Whoa, what happened? The pan's smoking.
Mercedes, What's going on? My eyes. I can barely breathe.
Oh, Ash, I'm so glad you're here. My cooking's not going very well at all.
What did you put in there?
I used some of this spice, that seasoning, and the herbs on the top shelf. Then I started frying it in oil.
That explains it. We use that herb for smoke bombs. Just turn the heat off and cover the pan.
Oh no, the people in the dining hall don't look so good.
Sorry, everybody. Could we clear out the dining hall for a few minutes, please?
Ah ouais.
Well, some folks
bien
were a
joué.
little annoyed, but at least we got the place cleared out. It's a good thing no one mistook all that smoke for an attack. That could have been a disaster.
I'm so sorry. I always mess everything up.
No, it's my fault. I should have taught you which herbs to avoid. Don't blame yourself.
I just need
C'est
to
marrant
figure
parce que
out
j'aurais
how
pas
to do
dit
it
ça,
right
moi.
for next time.
Next time?
J'aurais été là en mode, bah ouais, tu forces.
You still want to try again, even after all that?
Of course! If I didn't, that would just be a waste of everything you taught me.
I guess that's true.
If you quit every time you made a mistake, then you'd never learn anything, right?
That's a great point.
Ah, maybe my mistake was frying the herb in oil. If I had boiled it instead, then there wouldn't be smoke. What do you think, Ash?
Boiling, huh? Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great! I'm gonna get this right next time for sure.
Merde, j'ai plus de raison. En plus, c'était à la fin. Ok. Et H Annette. Qui est bientôt A+. Et bah c'est A là.
Oh, how unlucky that we were assigned to clean this ancient tower.
It's not a pleasant job, but someone has to do it.
Ah, c'est sympa le
With all
fond.
the windows
Il est
boarded up, it's so dark. And there are strange noises. Like that noise. What was that? A rat? Tell me it was a rat.
Better than a ghost.
You're not scared of ghosts, are you, Ash? I didn't think you.
Ah, ils ont une vibe incroyable
You
les deux.
haven't
hein.
seen what I've seen.
Oh no! What was that noise?
It's okay. It's just the wind blowing the door shut. Oh no, the latch is rusted. It won't budge.
What? You mean we're trapped in here?
I'm sorry. I didn't think to prop the door open.
Don't worry about that now. We need to think of a way out of here.
Well, what if we were to pry the boards off the windows?
Yes, that! We can do it in no time.
Oh, there's something on my face.
Calm down, Ash. It's a cobweb. Just a cobweb. We've got to pull ourselves together. Now, which of the windows should we
Tu vois,
check?
ils parlent pas là, ils sont dans la mer.
Stand up
Ils
here
sont
in the pitch
agressés.
dark.
Oh, I've got one here. Stand back. Oh, we made it.
I wouldn't want to go through that again. For a moment there, I didn't think we'd make it out alive. No. Oh, wait! I've lost it. It's gone.
What is it?
The doll my father gave me. Oh, I must have dropped
Tu
it.
l'emmènes pas avec
In
toi
the
en
tower?
mission.
Are you going back for it?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've been meaning to throw it out for a while now.
Are you sure? If it was a gift from your father...
Yes, but it can't be helped. Let's just get back to the monastery.
Right.
Il était bizarre, je sais pas, mais ok. Alors, cool.
Is this your dagger, Shamir?
I thought I lost it in battle. Thank you. I wonder if this dagger will ever fulfill its purpose.
Unexpectedly sentimental. I did not think you would be the type to let personal feelings affect you in battle.
I try to think of it as just work, but I'm still human. Was there anything else?
I was hoping we could chat.
That's not like you. Our only common ground is brevity. Now you want to chat? What's gotten into you?
Despite our superficial similarities, we are actually completely different.
Vas-y,
So,
développe.
I am interested in learning more about you.
The feeling is mutual. Being born in Dusker, you're an outsider here in Fodlan. I've devoted myself to Fodlan, but really, I'm an outsider too. So there are some things that connect us.
You are diligent, as am I.
Even so, I am not like you and never could be.
I could never be like you either.
That's just how people are. Even people with deep romantic or familial connections will never be identical.
That is why we should try to understand each other.
At least you're easy to talk to. You can make a good partner for a mercenary like me.
And you could make a good partner for one as devoted to the kingdom as I.
That depends on how much your master would pay.
I would expect no less.
Enough chatting. We should prepare
Ok.
for battle.
Eh ben,
Yes,
ça marche, une bonne
we should
rencontre
talk
avec toi.
again when
Merci
we
à
have
toi.
time.
Ça fait plaisir.
I'm always around.
Ça fait plaisir. Merci beaucoup. Avec grande joie. On en finit un autre avec H.
Almost forgot how spooky this place is.
Mais bien sûr qu'il est parti
No,
lui
if I can do
chercher,
this
il est trop
alone.
gentil.
No, I've got to. What use am I to anyone if I can't even handle an empty tower? Here goes.
The doll from my father must be in there. But I'm too scared to go looking for it.
Annette!
Attends, je te dis ça après. Après le
Ash,
support.
what are you doing here?
Oh, here.
Mais genre,
I got
scénaristiquement
this for
parlant,
you.
c'était quand la dernière fois?
My doll! You went back for it? But why?
Your father gave it to you. I know you said you'd throw it away, but you can't just toss out something so important.
Ash, thank you. I'm so happy. To be honest, I didn't have the courage to go back in there to get it myself. But thanks to you, I didn't have to. And you're afraid of ghosts, right? Were you okay in there all by yourself?
Well, not really. I tried my best not to think about it. My legs shook whenever I did.
Oh, poor Ash. You're safe now, I promise.
Knock it off, would you? I'm okay now. But I'm glad I could help you and see a smile on your face. Look at me, though. A grown man, scared of ghosts. Pathetic, right?
No, I don't think that at all. I think you're something special, Ash. You were really brave, and all for me. That wasn't an easy thing to do. I'm in awe of you.
Thanks. Maybe there is still hope for me as a knight.
Yes, I'll gladly attest to that. I'm sure you'll be a splendid knight. Maybe you'll even outdo my father.
Well, that's a frightening thought, comparing me to someone like Gilbert. But it's a happy one, too. It makes me want to work that much harder.
Et t'es à ça. Harry. C'est ce qu'on a appris
Flame.
lore-wise.
Here to pester me, brother?
No, I think I'm the one who ought to be pestered.
Regardless of what I say to you, it is not as though it has any effect in reducing your worry over me.
That is true. No matter where you are, and no matter what you're doing, I will always worry. But that's only because I treasure you so very much.
Sympa le drama familial.
Please
voilà.
understand, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Of that I am well aware. I am touched that you care so deeply. When I think of it, it is my own fault that you have become so overprotective. I cannot blame you.
No, the fault is entirely mine. You were still so young. I placed far too much strain on you, and our lack of resources was no excuse. Worse, I failed to watch you
Non,
during
bah
the
oui,
battle.
bah oui, bah oui, bah oui. C'est ce
Your
qu'on a
mother
appris.
too.
Hein.
We lost her because of me. Afterward, it broke my heart to see how much you would need to rest just to survive. I swore that I would dedicate every moment remaining in my life to your protection.
Ok. J'avais pas suivi.
Ever since then, I have been afraid of falling asleep. My fear of sleeping is outmatched only by my fear of spending my life alone. Even if it cannot last, I want to live among my peers as one of them, as an ordinary person.
Faut voir toutes les voix.
Ouais, to how you and Mother coexisted
je suis tenté de le faire. Je sais pas comment je le ferai, quand est-ce que je le ferai, mais je suis tenté de le faire.
Quite right. I know you must leave the nest someday. No matter how many ages our lives may span, I know that's the way of it.
Father.
Ah ben voilà, c'est révélé.
Nobody is listening, Father.
Ah là, c'est pas révélé autre part que dans l'annexe.
Valued the
Voilà.
quiet days you and I have spent alone together, but I am no longer a child. Just as you and Mother met one another, and eventually I was brought into the world, I
know. Please, no more. No matter what happens, you are my daughter. It gives me great joy to see you grow. But please, at least until this war is over, let me continue to worry. You're the most precious person in my life. I can't bear the thought of losing you.
It seems I have no choice in the matter. I shall allow you to worry about me enough for yourself and Mother both. But only that much and no more, my dear Father Keyhole.
Thank you, Cephaline.
Quoi? Comment ça, mon ref? Attends. Quoi? Mais c'est pas les... C'est pas les connards là-bas, là? Les statues? C'est les divinités? Donc attends. Comme une femme belle et bienveillante, nombreux sont ceux qui la vénèrent pour la compassion dont elle faisait preuve et sa capacité à soigner les blessures. C'est également la fille de Saint Sichol. On l'a décrit comme un homme aussi austère que miséricordieux, dont la foi inébranlable lui permit de réaliser de nombreux miracles. C'est également le père de Sainte Cécile.
Having allowed the Imperial army to invade, the Alliance army makes their last stand at the center of House Regan territory in Deirdre. The Kingdom army rushes to their aid after amassing more troops.
The citizens of Deirdre have all been evacuated and are now at sea. Are you sure about this? If Deirdre were to fall, those ships don't have enough resources for...
Deirdre won't fall. Have some faith in me, will you?
Oh, yes, sir.
Our line of defense has been broken. The Imperial army will be here any moment.
Understood. You two join up with the troops in the city.
Yes, sir.
Judith, are you ready?
Judith.
As ready as I'll ever be. It's been years since I last battled in the city streets.
Don't go messing up because your vision has weakened with age. Take the defensive for now.
Yeah, I get it. You hang in there too, boy. Your wounds from Gronderfield haven't fully healed yet, have they?
No, but it's not like I can sit this one out. I have to make my daring escape after all. Yeah, for the last time, stop calling me boy. That's an official order from the leader of the Alliance.
Understood, Leader Man. I wonder if our little ray of hope will show up. We fought on opposite sides at Gronder, didn't we?
They'll come. You can count on it. If anyone can bring him back, it's Teach. Teach will talk and he'll listen.
Et j'avais tué personne.
I've seen their skill and their abilities.
J'avais tué
I
personne.
believe in them.
Claude, reinforcements are coming from the west. Their banner is that of the kingdom.
What did I tell you? They're here, and just in time.
Ça, c'est my man, ça.
It appears the Imperial army has already marched into Deirdre and engaged the Alliance. It seems the Imperial advance has been stalled by guerrilla skirmishes. The Alliance forces are holding out, but they won't last much longer.
That must be Judith of House Daphne, who joined up with Claude's troops. To think Judith, a true hero, would find herself backed into a corner like
Les rings
this.
de Daphne.
It is not so.
J'ai pas le lore.
The Alliance has only drawn the enemies so deeply into the city to allow us to attack them from behind. Brilliant. I believe so. He put his soldiers into position purely on the belief that we'd come. I can't believe Claude would risk everything on that.
Mais du coup dans la run jaune, je dis rien, du coup dans la run jaune, tu vas aussi faire la mission comme ça, tu vas attendre que Dimitri il arrive. Ce serait incroyable. Peut-être dans sa tête c'est autre chose. Ça dépend comment ça s'est passé, je pense, Grandeur, je sais pas. Allez.
The leader of the Alliance has managed to escape to the harbor, has he? Those rats resist in vain.
Your Excellency, there's an army closing in on us from outside. The banners are those of House Blathid.
Blathid? I see. That idiot failed, it seems. Hurry up and kill the leader of the Alliance. With him gone, Deirdre will fall.
Oh, si vous voulez, bon.
I will not let Claude die. Let's hurry to his rescue.
Oh, cool.
Hey, you're late. Hurry up and help.
Là ça marche. Là ça marche. Voilà.
Goddess, forgive me.
Juste 2 secondes.
I feel a little stronger. Claude's nuts. Asking me to protect the bridge. That's so much responsibility. But the guy's so helpless, I feel sorry for him. So, I'll do what I can to protect him. Guess I have no choice.
Bien
Sorry,
joué.
but it's you or me.
Bien vu, bien vu, bien vu. Hop, l'intervention.
Let's go.
C'est raté.
Don't waste it.
Ça va être raté, je pense. Elle a l'air sympa, Hilda, là. Hein, elle a l'air bien vénère. Oh, il vient de se suicider. Mais par contre, on va être un petit peu chaud, là. Ah oui, il y a des renforts en plus. Ah oui.
The subjugation of Deirdre is complete. We will be joining the main army now.
Ah, they're showing up one after another. Nothing for it but to blockade the gate leading to the town. I don't want the enemy's numbers to increase anymore.
Y a pas de problème. Ok, ça va par là. Là, ça tape. Tape, hein.
Never let your guard down.
Ah, elle prend une hache normale, tiens. Et ça va soigner comme ça, mais elle prend comme ça, alors là, y a pas de souci. Hein. Hilda, elle tient autant de temps qu'il faut. Je suis mort.
Look, the Imperial Army Supply Corps. Attacking now would be a fine plan.
Critique. Merci. Let's. Ça me met très bien. Bah, lance argent, merci. Hop.
You took me lightly. For now, I'll revel in my achievement.
Obvious. Let's finish this.
Exactement, finis ça, finis-moi ça, voilà. Ça
Don't bother haunting me.
Ah, il y a deux questions à tout. Merde, voilà.
This is for the best, right?
Ah, épée orage. Ah, mais ça tue pas. On peut critique fois de la. Enfin, on peut critique fois. Hop. Alors, j'ai dit critique x2, certes, mais je pensais pas à ça, moi. Un seul critique, ça me suffisait, t'as vu?
War fuels my body and mind.
Je pense que ça peut être pas mal, ça, vas-y. Ouais. 14 fois plus, 42, bah c'est bon. Bah c'est bon. Hein? Ça tue. 40.
More proof of my loyalty.
Ok, la phase ennemie, ça dit quoi?
Watch and learn. It's over.
Ah, de base, là, c'est
Another victory. Let's go.
Ah, mettez-vous là, Petra, c'est écrit pas, elle meurt, j'ai l'impression. Ah, mais c'est Petra, hein. C'est Petra, hein. Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire? Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire? Elle est trop forte. Tu sais que j'hésite à la re-recruter de Maroc.
Weak.
Oui. Elle est trop forte, genre. Enfin, tu fais deux, bah tu me tues là. Si, ça va aller. Ah voilà. Voilà, hein. 44x2, ça fait mal. Ah, il crie bien, hein.
Don't get used to this.
Ah, il crie bien, hein.
It's no good. We're surrounded. But I need to hurry up and rescue the boy. To get to the harbor, first we have to get rid of the enemy mercenaries. There's no other way.
17 fois de l'aide. Ça sympa la place. Le critique qui est pas très bien. Mais... il est trop fort, Ida. Ouais. Oh bah Ida.
Appreciate it.
Du coup, c'est finito pour toi, mon ami. Voilà. Hein.
One to remember.
En vif, tu me tues ça. Voilà. Il est pas fort, quoi. Avec tes éléphants. Bah, je me doute bien aussi. Hein.
It had to be done.
De la magie. Ouais, mais la magie, ça a pas été. Bah, il tuait pas. On va faire ça. Allez. Et ben, on fait ça.
Going for the kill.
Oh, bon, si tu veux aussi, oui. Bam.
Stay down.
Encore le faire à tout.
I'm sorry. I must keep going.
You are impressive. Thank you. That was a big help. I'll go and cover our leader.
Vas-y. Aïe. Hey, mal.
My heart burns with pride.
Clever. I can't believe they pushed through to here. Nothing is more foolish than dying in vain. Let's get to the harbor and finish off the leader of the Alliance.
Oh non, putain, il me tape. Comment je vais faire? Comment vais-je faire? Il tape des bulles.
Maybe I'm not a total waste.
Ah oui. très bien là.
Sorry, but it's you or me.
Attends, c'est vaincre le boss le truc? Là ça va, elle tient pas tout ça. J'aimerais juste que genre elle ne vole pas l'esprit du boss quoi.
Can't afford to slack off.
C'est vraiment cool qu'elle fasse pas ça quoi. Et nous on joue vite. Va pas attaquer le boss s'il te plaît. Attaquer ça comme ça. Et du coup ça fera du coup en plus. On va faire ça. Hop. Voilà.
What's next?
Je viens de se faire à tout. Alors un peu critique. On va être avec critique. Critique.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Allow me to demonstrate.
All
bien ça.
is going to plan.
All right, next.
With all of my might.
On va faire ça
Each
comme ça.
battle a victory.
Voilà. Et ça touche. Ça touche, j'espère.
Going for the kill.
Ça touche. Voilà.
Thinning their numbers.
Ah, ça touche de loin. Ce level est
Strength
incroyable.
is all for a mercenary.
Et c'est cool. Ah, j'aime bien la map. Yo, Dédu me tape. On Dédu tape. Non.
Always something new.
Et là, par contre, ça risque d'être un petit peu compliqué. Il y en a des nouveaux. Il n'y a pas de soucis.
Nothing bites so hard as a cornered rat, eh?
Elle a pas suicidé quand même.
Flawless plan.
Ah non, c'est bon. On a 6. C'est plus facile à tuer. On va pas se passer. Oh, c'est gentil. Merci. Pas de soucis.
Here is something to believe in.
Il est où?
I must lead them well.
Hop. On balance des spells. Hein. On parle le sur Dimitri. Oui, je pense que c'est une bonne idée. Et d'abord, on prend l'XP qu'on peut prendre.
It had to be done.
Leave my salt.
That much closer.
No use. You are in my way. Witness Bridget Pride.
Comme ça. Je peux l'avoir comme ça.
Going for the kill.
Hop.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Ah, il me tape en premier, tiens.
Luck wasn't with you.
De fait, putain, tu vas one shot encore.
You would raise a weapon against your uncle. You've grown into a savage of a man, just like your father.
You are rather calm for one in your position. Or did you forget that this is a battlefield? Perhaps this is no time for words, Uncle. There will be time for that after we have settled things here. On my honor!
Lutte alors. Non.
Do our hopes end here?
Et voilà, il est jamais en retard, Dimitri, jamais.
With this strength, I can protect them all.
Le bon critique, oui. Le bon critique. C'est bon, ils ont 13
Just let me
d'écart.
at him. I'll show you what I can do.
Uncle, I need to know. The incident 9 years ago. You were involved, weren't you? You know something. What did Cornelia... No. What did my stepmother do?
You are not qualified to look into the darkness. You and Edelgard. Do your best to kill each other. You are family after all. There it is. The light.
C'est... Il m'a pas vraiment aidé. Petra, tiens donc.
He's dead. There goes our chance to gain more information. And again, even if we had managed to capture him alive, judging by the way he was acting...
Teach is absolutely right. We should take this rare opportunity to let off some tension.
It's been a long time, Claude. I'm glad to see that you're safe.
Same. I haven't seen you since the nightmare that was Gronder. You really did come to help us. You must be a bunch of soft-hearted suckers, huh?
If you really felt that way, you would not have set up a defensive battle in the hopes that we would come. It worked out only because we made it in time. Were you really so confident that we would answer the call?
Dis-moi la vérité, oncle. Va te faire foutre.
I knew you wouldn't hesitate to put yourself second and come running to our aid. You and I are cut from different cloth. I wouldn't make a move unless I could gain something from it. You've always been just the opposite. And of course, I've always been fond of taking dangerous risks. After all, I sent that express messenger before you had even recaptured the kingdom capital. If all went to plan, I knew you'd recapture it soon, and then respond to our request for aid. It was riskier than usual, I'll give you that, but it was the only card I had to play, so I took the gamble.
You crossed too many dangerous bridges for my liking.
Il est chaud, il est chaud.
I know.
Bon, on fait un petit team-up.
That ends today.
What do you mean?
Here, take this. Use it however you see fit.
The legendary bow Fail Not. Isn't this the hero's relic of House Regan? Hold, Claude. This must be one of your jokes. You cannot truly intend to part with this.
It's not a joke. As of today, the Leicester Alliance is no more.
Just what are you planning, Claude?
If you're going to lead Fodlan, then the Alliance Lords will follow you. Back in the day, the Alliance split off from the Kingdom. I'm just putting us back together again. Oh, and I've already gained the support of the other Lords at the Round Table Conference, so you can stop looking at me like I'm crazy. All that's left for me is to officially step down as the leader of the Alliance. Hold your horses there, Teach.
Putain!
I'm leaving Fodlan. There are things I have to do, dreams I need to see to fruition. That's why I became the Alliance leader to begin with, actually. But it left me no time for what I was really after. You'd better not take on too many responsibilities yourselves, or else you'll end up in the same boat. And remember, both the living and the dead cling to us without any regard for our own lives. It's up to us to break free of that weight and follow the path that we believe in.
Claude.
Oops, I almost forgot the most important thing. If you're looking for Rhea, apparently she's being held captive in the Imperial capital. It doesn't sound like they intend to kill her, but there's no telling what they're planning.
You have my gratitude, Claude.
Gratitude? Thanks, but no thanks. As far as I'm concerned, we're even now. I don't know how many years will pass until then, but let's promise to meet again. And when we do, don't be too hard on me, your kingliness.
Ah non, Claude, ça donne envie de faire sa route quand même. Mais on peut l'utiliser normal. Wesh.
Well, Dimitri, are you finally going to tell us the damn truth?
What are you talking about?
Didn't Lord Arundel say something about you and Edelgard being family?
To claim that the king and the emperor are related. Could it be?
Ah, I suppose I never told you, though I do recall
C'est vrai,
mentioning
ils le
briefly
savent
to
pas.
the professor. Lord Arundel spoke the truth. My stepmother was Edelgard's birth mother. Political turmoil drove my stepmother out of the Empire. Father fell in love with her at first sight, and they married. I lost my birth mother before I was old enough to remember her. My stepmother filled that role for me. but she lost her life in Dusker 9 years ago, along with Father.
Hang on. I didn't even know she was your stepmother. Did my father know about this?
Yes, all those who were close to my father knew, including Rodrigue. But to speak openly about it would have caused a scandal. And so she was our secret. No one in the general public knew about her. Naturally, the fact that Edelgard and I are step-siblings was kept a secret as well.
I'm finally beginning to understand what you went through 5 years ago.
Bah ouais.
I mean, Edelgard is the only family you have left, isn't she? To find out someone so precious to you is actually your most hated enemy. How heartbreaking.
Ils disent some kind of
But wait,
twisted joke.
you two were born and raised in 2 different territories, right? So you probably never met until you were both at the academy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the idea of fighting family is just about the worst thing ever. But hopefully the fact that she's a stepsister who you never really knew helps with the pain? I don't know. It was just a thought.
I'm afraid that's not the case. Though it was only for a short time,
Oh là là.
Edelgard once called Ferdiad home.
Il est un peu trop haut.
It was a long
Voilà,
time ago,
on voit pas la
but she
gueule.
was a cherished friend of mine.
Wait, I remember now. She was that girl, wasn't she? The one you gave a dagger to. So, your little girlfriend was Edelgard.
Sylvain, if you have any more foolish things to say, please hold them for later.
I do have a few more in my sleeve, but they can wait. Go on, Your Highness.
Non, je
This is
suis
important for
désolé,
us
mais
to hear.
c'est trop méga. Hein.
She may be a hated enemy now, but the Emperor is your old friend and your stepsister. Can you bring yourself to kill her?
I will kill her, if I must. But if there is any chance that the world she seeks to create could be a just one, then I would love to see a future in which I may reach out my hand for her and have her reach back. That said, I have no intention of letting my personal feelings cloud my judgment. Too much is at stake.
Your Highness, I think you should meet with the Emperor and at least try to talk to her. If there's any hope of ending this war without more bloodshed, we have to try. Besides, killing your own family, I'm sorry, but it's not right.
I think so too. And
Ah,
you
il
are
a
right, we
bien
should at least
évolué.
try.
Hein. Il a bien
I see.
évolué.
So my uncle's defeat is beyond doubt?
Yes, Your Majesty. I have confirmed it via countless channels. I advise that we accept this as a drop of joy amid a pool of sorrow.
Pretty words, but I'm afraid we can't rest until the joy outweighs the sorrow. And for that to happen, it now seems we must confront them all at once. Dimitri, who took back Ferdiad, Claude, who managed to protect the Alliance, and that professor, who is successfully mobilizing the Knights of Seros.
What will you do, Your Majesty?
Pull back our forces. In the west to Arian Road. In the east
Arian
to...
Road, moi j'ai déjà repris. Hein.
Fort Mercius, I presume. There is no better place for such a confrontation, after all.
Indeed. And dispatch the Death Knight to guard it. He can buy us some time. In the meantime, I will...
Forgive me, but I must speak bluntly. I do not agree with what you intend to do. Though slight, there is a chance that once done, it cannot be undone.
Even I cannot always choose the direction my path leads me. There is no other way. And so, I must walk on.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'elle doit faire? J'ai pas capté. Ça fait longtemps, il a tellement buté son oncle. Alors, il l'a pas buté, il l'a affronté. Mais effectivement, il... Ah, il l'a...